Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Soul Guidance with Adriana. I am a spiritual life coach and I help you choose growth. We're doing things a little differently today. I got this new animal oracle deck, so we're going to start with this as the theme for your reading. And then I'm going to pull a little different spread, a little different than normal. We have the lovely meerkat, funny little animal here. And the key word is responsibility. So we're talking about making sure you're understanding what responsibilities are yours and what responsibilities are not yours. There's also a question of blame that comes up with this card. Are you blaming the right thing or the wrong thing? And I would hazard a guess that if you're blaming anything at all, probably not right, because blaming puts the responsibility away from you. So there's a little bit of a delicate dance going on here. Responsibility means the things that you can control, the things that are within your grasp. And a lot of times, the only thing we can be responsible for are our actions, our words, and how we choose to integrate our reactions to circumstances. So that means if a circumstance comes up and you have immediately a negative reaction, it's your responsibility to figure out what to do with that. Do I listen to it because my gut is trying to tell me something instinctual? Or do I need to maybe examine some of my own prejudices or my own biases that are causing that particular reaction? There's a lovely little story the imagery on here is talking about. And I just want to share because I think it's the greatest story. This is a hyena getting painted with its coat. Basically, the meerkats were these expert painters in Africa. This is the myth. And someone showed up, or you could show up to them asking for them to make a special pattern for your coat, but you had to bring a sacrifice. And the animals that did this correctly got the beautiful coats, like the jaguar. I don't know if you can see him in the background right here. And the hyena didn't do so well because he was so distracted by the lovely smell of the kill that he was bringing to these meerkats that he ate it. So they didn't give him a very nice coat. So we're looking at upholding ends of the bargain, making sure that we're equal on both sides. Okay, let me put him down. Energy for you starting the week, 2 of Cups, union, and then where you're headed, the Fool. This is funny. Okay. So our union card, 2 of Cups, is talking about coming back into alignment with yourself, with your instincts, with your higher self, with the right relationship with those around you. And the right relationship with those around you involves honoring yourself first. And this is very important because if you are always in a space of honoring yourself first, the universe responds to that vibration and it brings people to you that are also honoring themselves first. And if there are people that are not in the habit of doing this and you're still interacting with them, you can actually inspire their vibration to come up by honoring yourself first. This is important to me to us, because our next card, where you're headed, is the Fool. We're headed into a new beginning, a new start. And for many of you, this is a new relationship going to start, whether it is romantic, platonic, friend, work. It's important that you go into this with the correct sense of responsibility, neither doing too much, overdoing, or the opposite, not doing enough. When you honor yourself, you take care of yourself, and you can be assured that you're not going to lean unhealthily on the relationship to take care of certain things for you. How can I explain this another way? Okay, I'll just use my personal as an example. Before I really got started on this spiritual path, I was looking to support myself financially through things like institutions. I wanted an institution to take care of me. and, you know, provide benefits, provide salary, provide all those other things, because I didn't really want to do this for myself. Unfortunately, my life path is not about that. My life path is about independence. So because I was not willing to take responsibility truly for myself, I attracted these jobs that didn't take full care of me, you know? So I attracted jobs at universities that didn't pay benefits, or I would, all these other things. So it's important that as you're on the dawn of this new start, these new relationships coming in, that you are honoring self first and you're taking responsibility for self first. Okay, let's look at energy coming in, Son of Feathers. Now we've got a connection between these two cards here, in that we're looking at altruism. And there's going to be a chance to share your gifts, but in a way that you may have to lose what you feel is your identity. So this is about sharing your gifts in an unexpected way, a story that you might tell someone to help them, or showing up just as yourself without trying to impress. Being authentic, I believe, is what I'm trying to say. But there's a different way that your gift is going to help someone. And that, I'm not sure that you have to consciously think about, well, what is it? And do I need to be ready or prepared? No, what it is you just need to be open to sharing different parts of yourself at what feels like a right time. There's something else in this card, so just give me a second here. There's also going to be a chance for you to right a wrong that someone else has done. And this is where we have to be careful with that fine line of responsibility. So you're going to have a chance to kind of flip the outcome of a situation. Maybe someone did something wrong, or someone cheated a situation somehow because of their selfish behavior, and you're going to be able to open this up for others to be able to partake in this situation. But again, when do you know it's the right responsibility or not? When do you know it's your responsibility or not? When you have the good of the whole, the good of either the partnership, the good of the group, the good of society, the good of the collective, whatever you want to call it, if that is your pure intention, that and a little sense of curiosity, then that's the correct responsibility. Otherwise, you may be doing this for your own gratification, or to look good, or to be praised, whatever. But as long as you're completely altruistic, that's the right thing. Okay, one more healing message to tie this together. Temperance, balance. Okay, and my guides are saying to look back at the Two of Cups. So this looks like it's the resolution of this energy somehow, where this is the beginning of the relationship, but this is maybe a more mature phase, where we're looking at the perfectly balanced give and take, the perfectly balanced flow. We've got the initial beginnings of that perfectly balanced flow here, but we're looking at pure mutuality. So this is really an interesting week. If you are the type to do comments, I'd be really interested to hear how this week goes, because it just seems like you're going to be expanding and sharing yourself in a different way, but it brings you to this new, more mature understanding and mature engagement with this give and take. Neither over responsible or under responsible, but just this perfect flow. All right, Taurus, thank you so much for joining me for today's reading and for sharing your time and energy. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good one.